Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission as it's time now for 10 questions brought to you by Tamarind Optical, and we're joined now by New Eagles forward Carter McCluskey. Carter, who's your favorite NHL team?
My favorite NHL team is the Boston Bruins.
Is that popular in the New Brunswick area where you're from?
No, not really. It's mainly like Montreal and Toronto is popular, but I've always liked Boston.
I bet if you looked hard enough, you could find some Bruins fan. What is a food that tastes good but is a bit painful or inconvenient to eat?
I'd say spicy food. Just any spicy food.
Maybe some of the after effects aren't so pleasant?
Yeah, exactly.
All your time playing hockey, it can be in the queue, but it doesn't have to be. Toughest goaltender to score on?
Toughest goaltender to score on is probably Nolan Boyd.
Where's he playing now? I should know this, but I don't off the top of my head.
He's playing in, I think, Ontario somewhere. Junior in Ontario.
Toronto. Okay. He did play in the queue, though, didn't he? Or am I getting him mixed up with somebody else?
No, I think he went to a few camps, though.
The name definitely sounds familiar. What is Carter McCluskey's favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject's math.
Numbers, stats guy, perhaps?
Yeah.
We like to ask guys trivia questions about themselves. Can you tell me the exact date that you were traded to Cape Breton?
Honestly, no idea.
Okay.
Probably maybe January 3rd.
You're close. It was January 6th. It was the last day of the trading deadline, but that seems like a long time ago, so I'm not surprised that you wouldn't remember. I had to look it up. I didn't remember off the top of my head either. What is either something you wear or something you do that will always be considered in fashion?
Probably my shoes. I'm a big shoe guy, so I always try to keep up with the style on my shoes.
You're always ahead of the game in that respect, then?
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite rink to play in the QMJHL?
Favorite rink's probably Moncton. I think it's a really nice facility and close to home, so I like playing there.
I guess we're starting to get into an era where almost all the players in the Q are too young enough to have played in the Moncton Coliseum. Did you ever play in the Coliseum for minor hockey?
Yeah, I was there a few times. My brother was trying out back probably like 5 years ago, and he was in training camp at that rink.
Now, we're in the month of February. Did Carter McCluskey see his shadow like the Groundhog on February 2nd?
No, I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Okay, I don't know if that means more winter or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see. All your time playing hockey, again, doesn't have to be in the queue. What's the funniest thing you've seen at an arena involving maybe one of your teammates or just something that happened in the stands?
Funniest thing I've seen was probably one of my buddies' dads getting kicked out of a game in the stands.
What did he do to get kicked out?
Oh, just saying some bad things to the ref and stuff. Gave him a wink leaving the rink.
Okay. I believe the official has the authority to kick fans out, and that tends to happen more in minor hockey than it would, I think, at our level, thankfully. This is the last question for part one. Before this interview, what was the last thing you looked up on Google?
Probably the scores of NHL games. I looked that up quite a bit.
Well, at least you've been able to do that while we've been off, which is nice to see. That is all for part one of 10 questions with New Eagles forward Carter McCluskey. You're listening to the intermission of Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.